Do you know that whoever the manufacturer, most modern cars engine control modules use various strategies to reduce the emission and keep the environmental regulations. Welcome you all to the Ravi Fix YouTube channel. I'm Ravi here. Today I'm working on Chinese made BAIC X25 2015 made car. Customer complaint is engine is misfiring and check engine light is lit. Other shop has tried to figure it out and they have found that the number 4 cylinder is misfiring, and furthermore they have found the number 4 injector is not pulsating by the engine control module. So they are suspecting this is a bad engine control module. However, customer brought this car here for furthermore diagnostic. So car is on our hand now, so let's diagnose it in our way. The other shop already has popped off the engine control module from its original mounted location. I will show you that because they are believing and their opinion is this could be a bad engine control module, that the injector drivers are not pulsating for the number 4 injectors, which cause for the number 4 cylinder misfiring. You can see here still ECM is laying down on the floor. Anyway, let's start our diagnosis process and try to find what is the cause for number 4 cylinder misfiring. As I can feel the misfire even right now, so I did several old school tests in order to find which cylinder is misfiring. We know already number 4 is misfiring, but I pull up this ignition coil like this and try to see any changes in the engine, but I can't see any changes. That means it is confirmed number 4 cylinder is the misfiring cylinder. So we have to find what is the cause. As the other shop already has diagnosed that the number 4 injector is not getting the injector pulse from the engine control module, I did a test off camera with the test light that the number 4 injector has 12 volt feed line, but it is not getting the injector pulse from the engine control module. That is confirmed, but I would like to launch my test procedure here. First of all, I am going to scan the car. Even though we found that any injector is not being pulsated by the engine control module, we can't call on the engine control module right away because we should have a common sense of modern cars engine control module strategies. Let me explain what kind of strategies used by the ECM usually control the systems when it has fault. So before that, I select here BAIC as the manufacturer in the scan tool in order to scan the car. So let's go ahead. Obviously, modern cars computers use various kind of strategies, but I will explain here what kind of strategy launched by the engine control module, especially when a misfire occur in an engine. When a misfire occur constantly, ECM can recognize it, and what he does is stop the fuel injecting into that specific cylinder by stopping the pulsating the injector of that specific cylinder. Based on that strategy, we can't call on the engine control module as soon as we see that any injector is not pulsating by the engine control module. Because many reasons could cause for a misfiring, but whatever the reason, if the cylinder is misfiring constantly, ECM will stop the injector pulse width for that specific cylinder. Okay, I got the health report. You can see a lot of fault codes available here, but in the engine control module, you can see that the PO304, which is relevant to the number 4 cylinder misfire. So I'm going to chase that fault and find what is the cause for number 4 cylinder misfiring. Okay, before go to the further testing, I would like to see misfiring data in the engine control module live data stream. So in order to see that, I go to the engine control module and I go to the live data stream here, and I need to find misfire data. So here you can see those fault codes again, PO304 with the PO304, which indicate the number 4 cylinder misfiring, and several other fault codes. I don't care about them because I know all are related to the number 4 cylinder misfire. Okay, here is the 4 cylinder misfiring data. Let's start the car and we'll see any misfire count going on when start the car. So here I start the car already. I can feel the misfire right away. No doubt there is a misfire, but unfortunately we can't see any misfire counting in the data stream, because whatever the cylinder misfiring, we should see the misfire counting on the scan data, but I can't see. So but I can feel the misfire and I can hear the sound. It is not normal. It has a misfiring sound. Okay, forget the scan data. I go to the next test. I have hooked up my oscilloscope here in order to see the injector pulse. Before go to the number 4 cylinder, I back probe here number 3 cylinder injector because I need to show you what kind of signal it is. I think my connector is not connect well, so I have to back probe it until my pin find the injector pin. Okay, yeah, here you can see the injector pulse. So this is how look like a injector pulse. So I will put a trigger here in order to stop the signal middle of the screen. You can see basically that is the injector pulse. So I move my probe into the number 4 cylinder, which we need to find it is getting the injector pulse from the engine control module. We have to back probe properly, otherwise we can't see a signal. Yeah, this is the previous one. I removed the trigger here, and now you can see the rolling signal there, but no any pulse. Yeah, here you can see that just we can see the voltage line, that means the 12 volt feed into the injector which provide from the power feed, but we can't see any pulse there. That means other shop is correct, we can't see injector pulse in the oscilloscope screen. So if it is pulsating, definitely we should see a pulse. So confirm we have no pulse from the engine control module into the number 4 injector. Okay, I got back to the scan tool and I plan to clear all the fault codes and go back to the injector and see the injector pulse in the oscilloscope, because I believe after clear all the fault codes, it begin a new fire cycle. In the new fire cycle, we will be able to see the injector pulse until it detect the constant misfire and stop again the injector pulse. If that strategy launch in this specific car also, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, started the car. Look at this. Obviously, we are getting the injector pulse right now. That means engine control module is pulsating the injector without any problem at the number 4 cylinder. So that means it was not pulsating due to the strategy which I explained during my video. Now it is being pulsated. Right away, I can see the problem what is caused to number 4 cylinder. I will show you that. Okay, after little while you can see here no more injector pulse again at the number 4 cylinder, because it has been stopped by the engine control module due to the constant misfire. So let's stop the car and clear the fault code again and start the car back and see the signal, and I will show you what is the problem that I recognize in the injector waveform cause for the number 4 cylinder misfiring. Okay, car was started into a new fire cycle. Before go to the number 4 cylinder injector, I go to the number 3 injector because I need to show you something special here in this waveform. You can see number 3 is back probed. You can see here little hump in this waveform. Look at this. Remember that hump. I need to show you again number 2 also. Look at this. I have back probe number 2. Number 2 also have this hump in this waveform at this area. Remember that. And I moved my probe into the number 1 cylinder, and let's see how it looked like in the number 1. And number 1 also you can see that hump at the same location here. So now I move my probe into the number 4 cylinder, and let's see that hump is available that waveform also. Look at this. There is no such a hump in this area which we seen in other 3 cylinders. For that hump we call pintle hump. That means there is a pintle inside the injector which move up and down and open and close the injector. If the injector is closed properly, we should see this hump at this location at the end of the injector pulse. Here's the number 3 cylinder. We are seeing number 3 cylinder injector pulse with that hump. Okay, in a new fire cycle, I am recording the waveform in order to show you more closely and clearly. So let me stop this recording and I will show you by zoom it the waveform in, and you can see that pintle hump available in that waveform more closely. Okay, here at this point you can see no any pintle hump. That means this injector is stuck closed, it is not open. So if it is open, it should closed. We should see that pintle hump as we seen earlier in other injectors. But all along the way you can see all the injector pulse occur. Even though we getting the injector pulse, we are not seeing that pintle hump. So problem is confirmed. Number 4 injector is stuck closed. So you can see how valuable these tests are, because these kind of advanced diagnostic tests reveal without time wasting what is the cause and how it is going on. So we found that injector is being pulsated by the engine control module, so we are not going to mislead. And now we found simultaneously the number 4 injector pintle hump is not appear, which mean injector is being stuck closed. Maybe number 4 injector is stuck open, but I believe it is stuck closed. Who knows? I'm going to remove all the injectors and put them into the injector tester machine and see what is going on there. Okay, all the 4 injectors are on the bench right now. So before put them into the machine, I would like to check the resistance of these injectors. This marked injector is the defected one with the white pen, and this one is a non-good one. First I will check the resistance in the good one, and then I will check the defected one in order to compare the resistance values. Then I can understand this injector is mechanically or electrically defected or not. Okay, this non-injector indicate around 14-15 ohms. So now I check defected injector. Let me check that. So this defected injector showing us around 17-18 ohms, which is pretty normal, and we can say this is not electrically defected. So let's put them into the machine and we'll check. Okay, I fit them into the machine. You can see that the number 1 injector at the left side is the defected one. So let's run the machine and we'll see what is the injector pattern and how much injector flow is occurring. Okay, you can see all the other 3 injectors are working, but number 1 at the left side is not working. It is just leaking. So let's remove them again and put them into the ultrasonic cleaning bath and clean once, and we'll check again. Before put them into the ultrasonic bath, I will show you what I found. Do you see in this container which I collect from the remaining fuel in the injector rail? Do you see how much contamination and dirts are in the fuel in this container? So I got all the contamination out from the rail. So customer told before few weeks they removed the fuel tank and clean the fuel tank and the filters and all this stuff, but they have not touched the fuel rail. So those contamination dump in the fuel rail and clog that injector. So that is why we got a one injector is clogged or stuck closed. So let's put them into the ultrasonic bath and clean and check them again. Okay, we put the injectors into the ultrasonic bath and we'll start the machine here. I believe we will be able to clean this injector and get restored by cleaning several times. Maybe we have to clean it several times, not only one time. With my experience with this machine, we will be able to restore this injector. So let's see what is going on. Because this injector not defected electrically or mechanically, it is just clogged due to the contamination in the fuel. However, let's try. Okay, you can see after my first cleaning attempt, this is how it look like. It is just dropping, but it is not restored. But however, I would like to put this injector alone into the ultrasonic bath and clean it again and try it again. Okay, let's see again after my second cleaning attempt. I'm going to run the injector machine here and let's see the flow pattern. So you can see that number 1 injector at the left side showing a injector pattern here, and it has growth a little bit more than the before. So simultaneously you can see those contamination in the tube which comes out from that injector. I believe I will be able to restore this injector by putting into the ultrasonic bath again and again. I will try that. So I was able to clean that injector after several attempts, same like other injectors. It indicates same flow pattern and the flow rate. So confirm that injector is restored. Now I have fitted those injectors back into the rail and into the engine. So I'm going to start the car. Before that, I should scan the car and clear the fault codes again. Okay, let's scan all the system again. Still you can see those fault codes with the P0304 which indicate number 4 cylinder misfire and related to the number 4 cylinder misfire. So I go backward and clear these fault codes and let's start the car. Here I tap clear DTCs. Okay, all the fault codes were cleared, so let's start the car and we'll see. Yeah, look at that. I start the car, perfect. I can't hear or I can't feel any misfire. Perfect condition. I can hear very smooth sound and smooth condition, which is no more misfire. So once again, I will show you the waveform of all the injectors. First of all, I will backprobe the number 4 injector and will show you now what is going on with that injector after we restored it. Look at this. Now that pintle hump is appear on the waveform, so it is confirmed that injector is working perfectly. So this is just for confirm. So I will show you again all the other injectors too. So this is number 3. Hope you saw that pintle humps in all the waveforms, so confirm all the injectors work perfectly. This car runs fine and no more misfires. Hope you learn and experience something with this video. Thank you for watching. Stay subscribed with us for more diagnostic videos. So I'm going to explain a little bit about this injector waveform for your understanding and the learning purpose. So I will start from the beginning. Here you can see that the voltage line is start from the battery voltage below 20 and over the 10 volt. So it is in the battery voltage. So when the engine control module trigger the injector, or we call it to inject pulse, so you can see here a pulse width. So this is the fuel injection time, that means the period of the injector is opened. So from here to here, normally you can see this injection pulse width in the scan tool as the injection timing. So at the idle it could be 2.5 millisecond or 2.4 milliseconds around in the most cars. At this point, injector trigger is closed and injector pulse width is closed. Due to the injector trigger is off, the magnetic field collapse in the coil in the injector, and then this high voltage kick occur due to the magnetic field collapse. We call it back EMF. So you should see this high voltage kick if it is a good injector or good injection event. You can see that high voltage kick goes over 70 volts, that is normal. So you must see that kind of high voltage kick end of the injection event. After the high voltage kick, you can see that voltage goes back to the battery voltage as usual. So in this transition, the vital point is, I will show you first. I will enlarge the waveform here. You can see here the hump. So we talk about this hump in our video earlier. So this is very vital point. We call it to pintle hump. So it represents the pintle movement. So when injector is closed, the pintle inside the injector is moved down and close the injector. So that pintle movement indicate from this pintle hump. So this is very vital. You must see this pintle hump at the end of the injector if injection event occur properly. This pintle hump is very vital. Keep remember, you must see this pintle hump. And you saw that in our video we didn't see this pintle hump in that injector, so we recognize that injector is defected and it is stuck closed. So this is very vital. Not only the pintle hump, this entire shape of the waveform you must remember for diagnosing purpose. You can interpret the entire injection event in a port injection type injector with seeing this waveform and observing this waveform. So hope you make sense. Thank you for watching.